Alright guys, so today is my day off and I just got back from the fish store. These are my new glasses, which also arrived today. So I got the coolest little thing, but I'm not going to reveal that quite yet. First things first. I got 30 guppies. Why 30 guppies? Well, because I felt like it. And I'm gonna go into this quarantine tank as soon as I have free hands. Actually, better just do that. Now, when those are done in the quarantine tank, I'm gonna put them in the 80 gallon. I know you might think it's cruel. I'll probably save some of them in the quarantine tank. But not all of them. I'd say the ones that aren't breeding are going to be going in here, and all the really small ones. And then the Cinepama can pick them off to its heart's content. But back to let's say about the coolest thing I got. It's catfish, but it's a small catfish. So I got a dwarf stone catfish. It's hard to get from the top. There's too much fog in the bag. Just roll that gently. So the dwarf stone catfish only reaches about 3 centimeters in size. Yes, only reaches about 3 centimeters in size. And I've had this little tank sitting empty forever. So I'm I'm gonna put the stone catfish in here, the dwarf stone catfish in here, and it'll stand out nicely because most of the substrate in here is white. All I gotta do is a quick water change on this, and that should be it. I guess I gotta take the temperature down a bit. So a little cold water change. It should be good. Just because the water's running low. And I have the heater unplugged already. Right. Actually, 40, 74. It's actually perfect. 74 degrees, actually right around where I want it. So I'm gonna change the temperature on this to right around 74. I'm going to do a quick water change anyway, just because I need to, due to the water level being so low. And then I'm gonna add this. All my other tanks are a little too warm, so it's gonna sit in the bag for now. It'll be fine. I got it like 10 minutes ago. So, when I'm done. Okay, so I got the water changes basically done for this little tank anyway. Took forever because sometimes just takes an hour. But as soon as I had enough water in the tank to put the catfish in, I did put it in. So it's just chilling out in there. Yes, it's just chilling out right there. This will come down a little bit. I just changed the temperature, so the glass should start coming down. Yeah, it's already starting to come down. So there it is. Itty bitty little rock catfish. Or stone catfish. Yeah. I had to mess around with this. I keep having to mess around with it. It should just fix itself. I think that did it. So I decreased the flow on that filter by moving that filter sponge in there around a little bit and turning the flow. So now it's only got the flow over here, and over here is basically dead period. I got plenty of floating plants. So that'll give the catfish lots of cover to hide under. It's probably still a little too nervous to eat. I'll feed it in a bit here. As for the guppies, something on my belt. Alright, as for the guppies, they're all in here, swimming around. Got a wide assortment. I didn't really choose, they just had them a bunch in a tank, and I was just like, just give me 30. I don't care what gender, anything like that. I think there's an angler in here somewhere. Or maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quarantine these for about a week or two. I would say 2 weeks. While they're quarantining for 2 weeks, it should give enough time for the pregnant ones to give birth, and then the ones that aren't breeding I can just take out. And put mating on. because that's what they're for. I'm gonna put them in the 80 gallon and just let the Sanpoma do its thing. And I'm sure they'll go missing one by one. And then I'll just have like a never-ending cycle of some guppies I can just throw into the tank, so I won't have to make trips anymore. Which is awesome. So the biggest thing I wanted to do today was my water changes on all the tanks. Now, I'm not going to do huge water changes. Just did huge water changes last week because I missed a week because I threw my back out. And the week before that, I cleaned the filters, so I couldn't do a huge water change. So I'm just going to do 25%. Usually I would do somewhere on 30-40%. I think at 25 will do it. I'm not messing around with all that. The males are already starting to follow around females. I did feed this tank already. And the guppies did eat immediately. I haven't fed the catfish yet. But the guppy's gonna pick at the surface plants too, so it's something. Oh, pretty beneficial. There's plenty of oxygen in this tank, plenty of plants. I'm not gonna have to worry about an ammonia spike because I barely do water changes, so the amount of and I haven't cleaned the filter in a month, so the amount of beneficial bacteria in there, I can see it. There's a lot. I will have to do water changes from this point though, because guppies have a tendency to do that type of thing. So, without further ado, I think I'll do the 80 gallons today, 65 tomorrow, because I can't be bothered to do a huge water change today. Already tired enough. I've been working so much lately. Just massive, like, days just to keep things running that I can't do it anymore. And then when I'm not at work, I'm usually trying to get some fish tanks done. You know, maintenance. Now, what I would love to do is get a pond. Big old pond, like an indoor pond. fully set up with all kinds of plants and stuff. Unfortunately, I didn't get the money for that, and I don't think I'll ever have the money for that. Yeah, you can dream though. So that's all for that's everything for this video. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to, or don't. Doesn't matter either way. Until the next video. Peace.